Why would a loving God lead you straight into a dry, empty wilderness season where nothing seems to grow, prayers feel unanswered, and every door you push on stays shut? The shocking truth is that the wilderness is not a punishment, but a divine classroom where God secretly strips away every false source of strength so that your faith is anchored in Him alone, because if He elevated you without first purging the hidden idols of your heart, you would collapse under the very blessing you prayed for. Remember how Israel wandered 40 years, not because God abandoned them, but because He was teaching them to rely on daily manna instead of Egypt's chains. And the same happens to you when He allows you to be surrounded by silence, forcing you to see that man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from His mouth. In the wilderness, God reveals the hidden motives you didn't even know were there, exposing pride, fear, and the lust for control. And it is often in your most desperate nights that He shows you who you really are, apart from Him, which is why some of the greatest biblical figures, Moses, Elijah, even Jesus, were all tested in barren places before stepping into divine purpose, because until you learn to conquer loneliness, silence, and hunger, you will not be trusted to carry the weight of authority, influence, or blessing. The wilderness also functions as a secret separation zone where God removes the people and places you used to depend on, sometimes breaking relationships you thought were forever. And while your flesh sees loss, your spirit is being positioned for destiny, because Abraham could not bring Lot into the promise. Joseph had to endure the pit and the prison, and David was chased into caves before he ever touched the throne. And so too, God keeps you in dry seasons to burn away every counterfeit connection that would choke your calling. Another hidden purpose of the wilderness is refinement through testing, because Deuteronomy 8:2 says, God led Israel through the desert to humble them and to know what was in their hearts. And that same process happens when you are praying, fasting, crying out for answers, and nothing changes. Your endurance is being forged in secret, your obedience is being sharpened in silence, and your trust is being purified like gold in fire. And though you feel forgotten, heaven is watching how you handle obscurity, because private faithfulness always precedes public favor. Yet perhaps the most shocking reason God keeps you there is because in the wilderness you learn to recognize His voice in ways you never could in comfort. Distractions are removed, appetites are confronted, and the noise of the world dies down until His whisper becomes unmistakable. And when you finally discern His presence in dry places, you gain a spiritual authority that cannot be faked, because you know by experience that man, money, and miracles are not your source. He alone is, and that secret awareness becomes the foundation for every victory ahead. So if you are asking why your life feels stuck, why prayers seem delayed, why dreams appear buried, the warning is this: do not despise the wilderness, for it is the very ground where God is preparing you for what eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. And the moment you stop fighting the barrenness and start yielding to the shaping, you will discover that Romans 8:28 is alive even here, that all things, including pain, silence, and delay, are working together for your good. And when the time comes, you will step out not as the same person who entered, but as a vessel sharpened, emptied, and set apart, ready to carry the promise without letting the promise destroy you.